non-toxic home cleaning products that are do-it-yourself. Have you ever noticed how when you get out your typical cleaning products to clean and you start squirting things and putting things on sponges, all of a sudden your lungs start burning, your nose feels inflamed, and those fumes are suffocating? I'm Jackie Ulmer, lowertoxiclife.com. Well, let's talk about the hidden toxins that are in our cleaning products. Today we're going to make some eco-friendly, low-cost cleaning products that are going to leave your home clean, spotless, and smelling fantastic. And it's not going to create those harsh chemicals and those toxins that permeate all of our psyche and our being. And I'm going to use ingredients that you probably already have in your home. Chances are you have apple cider vinegar. If not, grab some. Baking soda, whatever brand you prefer. Alcohol, just your typical rubbing alcohol, although vodka works too. And water. And then my one bonus product that you might not have, but I'm going to highly encourage you to get, is Dr. Bronner's liquid soap. It's Castile soap. I prefer the peppermint fragrance, but there are other fragrances and you'll have to choose. And we'll also cover the use of essential oils, pure essential oils, for sanitizing, disinfecting, and very purely fragrancing your home. And all of this is natural without the use of those toxic chemicals. And we will use and store them in glass containers so that we don't have that leachy chemicals that can come from our plastic containers, especially when they bend and do all of this. They've got BPA in them typically, along with other hidden toxic chemicals. Now make sure you grab my guide at lowertoxiclife.com for these recipes and all the ingredients so that you can very simply put it together. And be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any upcoming videos. What are the 3 things we typically do in our home? Well, most often we clean. That's number one, and certainly the one that we do the most. And on occasion, we need to sanitize and disinfect. What are the differences, and at what cost are we compromising our health through over-sanitizing and disinfecting? Really and truly, the only times you want to focus on sanitizing or disinfecting is when you have someone who's been sick, a lot of viral or different things going around in the winter when there's common colds and flu and a lot of that, or if you're handling meat that carries bacteria and things like that. But for the most part, the rest of the time, simply cleaning our surfaces is more than adequate. First, our most commonly used cleaning product for our home is an all-purpose cleaner. And we're going to do that with our glass bottle, vinegar, water, and then I'm going to add in some Dr. Bronner's. What you're going to do is combine equal parts of vinegar and water in your glass jar and add a few drops of Dr. Bronner's, swirl it around, and now you have an all-purpose cleanser that you can use on every surface of your home, from countertops to sinks, doorknobs, cabinets, all of that. Next, we can make a scrubbing paste, again, by simply combining equal parts baking soda and water. So I typically use a small glass jar. I'll put a tablespoon of baking soda with a tablespoon of water, stir it around, play around with a little bit to get it to the consistency that you want, and then again, you can add in just a few drops of Dr. Bronner's. And I make it just enough for what I'm going to be using for the time being, and I can make it fresh each and every time. It works on surfaces, it works on grout, it works on tile, and it works like a dream with no toxic chemicals. And it's great for cleaning ceramic sinks or anything that can get discolored. If you've ever used some of the grout cleansers and pastes that are out there, you'll find that your fingers often get discolored and super dried out, and that's because of those chemicals. For windows, I just combine 1/3 alcohol to 2/3 water, again in my glass jar, swirl it around, and it cleans your mirrors, your windows beautifully without streaking. Now, when we talk about disinfecting and sanitizing, This is where we're going to get into using some of our essential oils, which are essentially nature's alternative to those harsh chemicals and do the same beautiful job. And be watching, make sure you're subscribed, because I also have hand sanitizers, antibacterial sanitizers that are all natural that I'll be sharing with you. So when I get ready to make my sanitizing and antibacterial spray, I combine alcohol with a little bit of water, and this is where I'm going to add in just a little bit of Dr. Bronner's, and I'm going to add in tea tree essential oil. Tea tree essential oil. Now, eucalyptus is another oil that works beautifully. I just happen to love tea tree. I like to laugh and say, if you remember my big fat Greek wedding where the father sprayed Windex on everything, tea tree oil is my solution, just like his, to almost everything. And again, this disinfectant spray is perfect for when you have doorknobs or countertops, you've been handling meat, somebody in your house has been ill, all of those type things. That's the perfect time that you'll be using those products. Now, some other great essential oils that you want to consider adding to your toolbox: lavender, which has so many purposes. This is a lemon eucalyptus blend that I found. Orange is great, certainly, and orange will leave things smelling very fresh, citrusy, and great. And then, of course, as I already mentioned, my favorite, tea tree oil. Now, tea tree oil is known for its antiviral and antibacterial properties, so it works beautifully for disinfecting, sanitizing, and antibacterial. And again, all of these are going to leave behind a refreshing scent versus that chemical scent that you may be used to. And a lot of us have been conditioned to think that that is the sign of a clean home when we smell those acidic smells, but it couldn't be further from the truth. And essential oils also give you the benefits of aromatherapy, which can be calming, relaxing, and that certainly can detox our lives. So there we've covered 4 simple do-it-yourself products that you can make easily and for very low cost in your home. You don't need a whole shelf full of cleaning products that are filled with chemicals that pollute your home. You just need a few simple ingredients, some glass jars and bottles, and a little bit of ingenuity and elbow grease, as we say. I'm Jackie Elmer, lowertoxiclife.com. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but I am a researcher. I'm a body and biohacker, and I've used these very things in my home and in my life to detoxify things. All of my research and citations can be found at citations.lowertoxiclife.com, and through that, I encourage you to do your own research and be logical and make some decisions for yourself, your family, and your health. And one final tip I want to say is avoid chlorine bleach. Now, I don't know about you, but it is so annoying to me when I go into a restaurant and they're using bleach to clean the tables. You can simply go in and Google bleach and find how harsh those chemicals are. And when you think about it, you're touching it, you're ingesting it, it's all around you. So I encourage you to ditch the bleach. Now, a couple of bonus things that you might want to keep in mind. I grow fresh mint in my garden, so you can kind of use this. You can squeeze out, you can muddle, if you will, the mint and use it for some of your essential oils. Fresh squeezed lemon in any of your cleaning products, and microfiber towels. All right, make sure you're subscribed like all the cool people are. Leave me your best tip or a comment below, and I'll see you on the next video.